What's up, everybody? So, if you haven't heard the news, October 6, 2020, Eddie Van Halen died. That was yesterday. So I got home from work yesterday and I noticed on my phone I got a Sirius satellite subscription, and I got a notification, but it just said a tribute to Eddie Van Halen channel, and I had seen that stuff before, so I didn't think much of it. The only thing I thought was, well, why doesn't it say Eddie Van Halen instead of just singling out Eddie Van Halen? And I just thought, whatever. But it wasn't until I got ready for bed yesterday. I lied in my bed, and I usually get the laptop and watch something. I put on YouTube, and on the homepage, seen something that said, remembering Eddie Van Halen, and I was like, he fucking died? No way. I was just. That's when it finally really hit me. Felt that feeling in the pit of the stomach, that heat, that pull, like something's just, like when a family member dies, not as strong, but it's like, fuck, whoa. I was really shocked, totally unexpected. So I watched a little bit of those tributes to him. Turned off the computer, still in that state of surprise, shock. It took me about 20 minutes to fall asleep. Kept closing my eyes, just remembering. First time I heard Van Halen. The whole history of Van Halen, what was going on. So I remember it was Gene Simmons from Kiss that first saw Van Halen in a club out in Hollywood, and he recognized the potential of Van Halen. So he tried to get him signed, I guess on whoever his connections were. But then I remember he said that they didn't see any potential in Van Halen, So they turned him down. surprising now that you think about it. So I think Gene Simmons, from what I remember, he just wished them luck, you know. And they, weeks later or a couple months later, they ended up getting signed, you know. You know, the rest is history. I remember, I think it was my brother that first showed me the first album. You know, this is came out in '78, late '70s. First song he played was Eruption, you know, just straight to the bam in your face tune, you know. I remember hearing that and I was like, fuck, I was fucking blown away. Like, what the fuck? You know, total new style, innovation, had his own tone, you know, the notes he was hitting really, you know, he had his own style, just complete, unique compared to what I'm doing right now, you know. He wasn't hitting that type of stuff. He was doing a lot of other, you know, stuff. I mean, I never got really into the whole Eddie Van Halen soloing kind of style, but I always respected it, you know. It's really completely innovative, you know, and he came up with all of these sounds, you know, these tones and stuff. Messed around with the tremolo a lot, which I love doing. You know, there was Hendrix before him who really, you know, showed what can be done with the whammy bar. But you know, Eddie Van Halen did his own thing with it too. So he brought out some different flavors with the tremolo, which was cool, you know. From what I remember, he had a hand in helping make this Floyd Rose bridge right here. It's like a locking system for the strings. If you don't know what it is, you know, it helps to keep the strings in tune while you bend them. Bend the, you know, as you bend down, you loosen the strings. Problem was that if you bend it too much and you put it back up, it would get out of tune, you know. You hear live recordings of Hendrix, you know, he'd get out of tune a lot really easily, and he'd always be tuning up. But they created this whole he helped create this locking system. So there's locks up here too, up on the neck up here. You know, it basically presses down on the strings, and, you know, it keeps it all tight, prevents the strings from moving anywhere to keep it in tune. So I'm still in tune. You know, eventually over time it gets slightly out of tune, but it's really the best locking system I've ever used. I remember reading in the 90s, I think it was in the 90s, he came up with I think it was called a detuner, some little device that you hooked up to the Floyd Rose, I think. And and you just flick a switch and you could automatically tune all of the strings down 2 notes, a whole step. So if I'm tuned to regular E and I just hit that, I could go down to a automatic D, which is pretty cool. I never used one of those, so I don't know how good they work, but yeah, I think that's another thing that he helped invent. I was in that band, Some Kind. When we would practice, we would play some Van Halen songs. So I never really got into that style of soloing of Eddie Van Halen. I was never into the whole hammer-on, the whatever you call it. I'll probably sound like shit right now trying it. Flying high again. You know, whenever I do it, I feel unnatural. You know, it's not my thing. So I never got into perfecting that kind of stuff. He used the pick too. I don't know, he did all kinds of stuff. Or this. I gotta have some distortion, but you get that harmonic. And he did those harmonics up on the fingerboard as well, which I never got into either. I need some distortion, but if I hit the 3rd note and then I hit the 3rd octave of it, you're supposed to get a harmonic. There it is. But yeah, you know, really, you know, he really inspired people back I remember in the early 80s, 1980, 81. To pick up the guitar again, you know, and really start learning. You know, people wanted to get into all that shredding stuff, you know, but I remember probably 1980, around there. '79, '80. I used to live 2 blocks behind Huntington Park High School. Me and my friends were riding our bicycles, around the neighborhood. And suddenly we hear some music going on. And it sounded like a live band. You could hear it's coming from Huntington Park High School. So we rode over there. And even when I went to Huntington Park High School, I graduated in '89. It was still an open campus, meaning there was no fences surrounding the school. You know, it was just open, which made it really easy to ditch, which was cool. You know, you just walk straight up out of the school and go party. Yeah, but we heard a live band. They were playing outside, and we went over there. And sure enough, it was during lunchtime at HP High School. It was a band. They were just playing a bunch of covers of different groups. They played Somebody Get Me a Doctor from Van Halen. Something like that. So long since I played but then the guitarist, he played Eruption, playing it pretty much note for note too. I was like, whoa, just on our bikes tripping out, like damn. How cool. But yeah, I remember we used to play, and when I was in Some Kind, we would play practice, like Mean Street, we played. I think that would probably be my favorite album, Fair Warning. I remember when it came out, I was just totally into it with my boombox, listening to it all the time on cassette. It has Unchained on there, Dirty Movies, Sinner Swing, that synthesizer song, Sunday Afternoon in the Park, One Foot Out the Door, I Don't Want to Hear About It Later. A lot of good songs on there. And Van Halen too, had Spanish Fly. He did that acoustic version, pretty much, of Eruption. But yeah, he sounded really good, Yeah, so all day today it's just been popping in my mind, what him passing away. It's like, damn. So yeah, I just wanted to do a video, talk about that, talk as I play. First time I'm doing this, so see how it goes. Ain't talking about love. Don't remember. Been a long time. And of course they did that Kink song, You Really Got Me. But yeah, so yeah, he's definitely a legend, and it's really it's a big loss for the music world, but it's also time to really remember exactly what he did. He'll be forever remembered. I think Frank Zappa said it best when he said, "Thank you, Eddie Van Halen, for reinventing the guitar."